the question comes up, is there a cure? And the fact that you say, well, it's not a disease, so I guess the answer has to be no then,
There
right?
does appear to not be a cure. I mean, I think it's just like it seems to be the case that nearly every human has some version of an inner critic, that voice that says, I'm not sure I'm good enough,
Yeah.
um, that this isn't a pathology. This is just how we've been wired for the last couple 100,000 years. And so there doesn't appear to be a cure. And what's interesting is most of the books or articles or blogs that are out there kind of do try to sell the treatment as a cure, that like, okay, you need to learn how to have more confidence, you need to build your self-esteem, you need to change those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. And certainly if someone is capable of doing that, if that works and that helps you to go after the life you want, that is great. But for most of us, we find that that really backfires, right? So like I could sit here and give you all the reasons why that one bad review doesn't matter. And let me read off your resume to you. And let me tell you, remind you of all the amazing successes you've had, David. And your mind is going to go,
Right.
well, yeah, but, and you're just going to
Yeah.
give me an opposing data point. That's just how our brains work. And so
Yeah.
we end up in this battle of like trying to feel better about ourselves and then often waiting to do the thing until we have more confidence or self-esteem or positive thinking. And that's really a trap. And what's different about this book is that it's not about changing all those thoughts and feelings. It's about changing your relationship to them so that you can go after the life you want, even in the presence of difficult thoughts and feelings.
Yeah. I wanted to challenge that a little bit because you've studied with people who I think are classified as behavior therapists,
Mm-hmm.
right? So,
Yes.
so that makes me, one would ask, well, isn't there a behavior therapy approach to working with this, which maybe it's not a cure, but it's somehow falls
No,
into
that's
the
exactly
therapy
right.
camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a cure, but it allows you to live your life. If you're a behaviorist, what you want to change is behavior. And all the books that I write are based on acceptance and commitment therapy. So that you had mentioned working with Steve Hayes in the past. And ACT is actually it's based in radical behaviorism. Um, so the idea is to change behavior, but not to try to control thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
We manipulate the context in an effort to change behavior so that people are living their lives in line with their most deeply held personal values. But
You know, I,
my education was like a traditional CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, where you do
right.
learn how to change your
Yeah.
thoughts. And again, if that works, right? Like if I'm sitting in traffic and I'm thinking, this stinks, I'm going to be late. Why don't these people have jobs? Why are all these jerks on the road? That's going to make me feel stressed and tense. And I can stop that and go, okay, Jill, chill out. It's just traffic. It's not the end of the world. You'll get there when you get there. Getting upset about it isn't going to make the cars go any faster. Those are thoughts that I can effectively change that help me
Sure.
feel better, right?
Yeah.
So if that works, there's nothing wrong with that. But it seems to be the case that when we try to apply that to those I'm not enough thoughts, it just doesn't work.
Mm. They're
And so we
they're
need to have another way.
yeah, they have a certain strength to them, huh? For
Yeah,
some of the reasons that we were just discussing, that the notion of being excluded from your group,
right.
and that can be a life or death, career or no career kind
Right.
of thing.
And even now we know, so much research, the longest longitudinal study ever done out of Harvard, we now know that quality relationships are the biggest predictor of mental and physical well-being for humans. So that again, when you look at those I'm not good enough stories,
Oh,
so
yeah,
often they boil down to a fear of disconnection, a fear of being excluded or rejected, because we
yeah,
humans need each other literally to survive, even though it
yeah,
wasn't to survive, saber-toothed tigers like it might have been then. It's different now,
yeah.
but we still do need quality relationships in order to thrive as human beings.